Dogs don't understand every word we say, but strangely enough, just a few small words can soothe their hearts like a gentle hug. Not because of the meaning, but because of the way we breathe, the softness in our voice, and the energy they sense before we even speak. Welcome to PawTalk Central, where each video helps you better understand the silent language dogs use to love us every single day. Today you'll discover 6 simple words that can instantly make your dog feel loved. 6 words their brain reacts to more strongly than any action. 6 words that can shift their emotions with just a breath. And stay with us until the end, because one of these words, when said the right way, could help your dog sleep more peacefully tonight. Word 1. Come. Here's something fascinating. The way you say, come, can make your dog run toward you, not out of obedience, but because you feel like the safest place to return to. To them, this word is like a doorway, opening into a space where their emotions settle, their breathing slows, and their heart can rest. Science backs this up. A study in Royal Society Open Science found that short, soft words said in a gentle tone help reduce a dog's heart rate more quickly after stressful moments. That means when you say, come, with a slightly lower tone and a slower breath, your dog feels your calm even before they process what to do next. You'll notice subtle signs: a slight head tilt, relaxed ears, a slow, even wag of the tail. They're not coming to you for treats or out of fear. They're coming because it feels safe. And some days they won't run to you right away. They'll take slow steps, glance at you often, almost checking if your energy is truly open to them. And when they finally reach you, the soft sigh from their chest says it all. Not obedience, connection. Has your dog ever approached you gently when you said, come? Sometimes it's in those slow steps that you can see just how deep their love really goes. Once that emotional doorway is open, the next word strengthens that sense of safety even more. Word 2. Good. The magic in the word. Good isn't in its definition, it's in the sound your heart sends with it. To a dog, good isn't just praise, it's a signal of emotion, a safe rhythm, a little song they've learned from the first days by your side. Science confirms this too. A study from the University of Pisa found that dogs respond most strongly to soft, high-pitched tones, especially with drawn-out vowels. When they hear good in that tone, the part of their brain linked to social reward, similar to how they feel when being touched or cuddled, lights up nature neuroscience. In other words, they don't just hear the word, they feel loved. You'll see it in small reactions, slow blinks, lowered ears, relaxed jaws, or a gentle wag instead of excitement. All are signs of a body feeling safe. If you say good when they're lying near you, breathing steadily, or seeking you out, the word becomes an emotional anchor that calms their nervous system. And here's something special: dogs remember tone more than words. If good always comes with calm energy, it becomes a message to their body that says, you're okay, you're safe. But if said harshly or too often, the word loses that emotional connection. Try watching what happens when you say good with a soft breath, gentle tone, and kind eyes. Sometimes that's all it takes for their entire body to relax. And once that safety is established through your voice, the next word helps them know exactly where they belong. Word 3. Hear. There's something powerful about the word hear. When said gently, your dog doesn't just hear a location, they hear a message. You don't need to search anymore. Safety is right here. In the wild, vocal cues within the pack are crucial. And for dogs, here becomes a signal of your presence, their emotional center. They don't need to see you to feel you. Your voice tells them where their anchor is. Kyoto University research shows dogs can locate trusted humans using only voice even when they're out of sight. That means when you say here, their brain builds a safety map around you. To them, the space near you is home. When you sit down and say here with a gentle tone, their body often softens, shoulders drop, ears relax, breathing deepens. These aren't signs of obeying a command. They're signs of emotional sinking. They've found calmness in you. Sometimes they won't come all the way. They'll just look at you from across the room, then lie down where they feel safe. And that small act says something beautiful. Being near you is enough to feel at peace. Has your dog ever left their hiding spot just to lie near you after hearing? Hear that quiet moment may be one of the clearest expressions of emotional trust. And once they know where their safety lies, the next word teaches them that even when they make mistakes, your connection remains. Word 4. Okay. There are moments when your dog doesn't understand what just happened. A loud noise, a minor scolding, or sensing that you're upset. Their body stiffens slightly. Ears drop tail, slows. They pause waiting for one thing, an emotional cue from you. And one small word can change everything. Okay. It sounds simple, but okay is one of the most soothing sounds for dogs. According to the University of Lincoln, dogs are emotional mirrors. They reflect your state almost instantly. If your voice is tense, their heart rate rises. If your voice softens, they relax. When you say it's okay with a slow breath and a lower tone, their nervous system receives a message: the threat is over. A scientific report study shows that reassuring words spoken in stable tones can reduce the activity of a dog's sympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for stress and alertness. And no, you're not excusing bad behavior. You're telling them the bond between you is still safe. For dogs, that's the difference between panic and peace. You hold that emotional switch. Has your dog ever paused, glanced at you, and only relaxed when you said it's okay? That tells you everything. They look to you for reassurance when the world gets loud. And once that trust is built, the next word doesn't just calm them, it makes their heart respond to yours. Word 5. Love. Of all the words you've ever said to your dog, love carries a very unique power. Not because they understand it, but because their body reacts to how you breathe, how you linger on the first syllable, and the tenderness in your voice. To them, love isn't a word, it's a feeling. University of Paris Nanterre research found that dogs respond most intensely to dog-directed speech, slower, softer, more melodic tones. When you say, lovey, that way their brain activates attachment areas similar to how children respond to a parent's voice. Animal Behavior Journal. They may not know the concept, but they understand the state of love. You'll notice it: lowered ears, slightly squinting eyes, a tiny head tilt, maybe even a deep exhale. These are reflexes, not trained responses. They mean the energy you sent out just landed in their heart. Interestingly, the quieter you say love, the more powerful the effect. When you sit close, place a hand on them and whisper love softly, they often lean in or rest their head on you, not asking for pets, just feeling what you meant. Science explains that L sound said slowly feel round, warm, and safe to dogs like the gentle hums of a pack. So when you lower your voice and let love drift out slowly, you're telling them something unmistakable: you belong here. You belong with me. Word 6. Their name. Among all the sounds dogs hear every day, none lights up their brain more than their own name. It's not just familiar. It's a signal that all your attention, affection, and presence are focused entirely on them and no one else. University of Tokyo studies show that dogs respond to their names even when spoken by strangers, but when said by someone they trust, brain activity spikes, especially in areas linked to social recognition and emotional safety. Neuroimage. In short, their name becomes the sound of belonging. And the way you say it matters more than the name itself. When you speak it gently at a slower pace and with a soft drop in tone at the end, their body reacts instinctively, ears turn toward you. Eyes soften, jaw relaxes, tail gives a light wag. Not expecting a command, just receiving your quiet acknowledgement of their presence. Now you've seen 6 small words, but each holds emotional power deeper than we often realize. Not because dogs understand language like we do, but because every word you say carries your breath, your rhythm, your love. And that is what reaches their heart. Come opens the door to safety. Good tells them you're happy and they're at peace. Here helps them locate emotional grounding. Okay calms fears they can't explain. Love is the sound of belonging, and their name is your most intimate whisper just for them. 6 simple words, but when said with honesty, they become a language only you and your dog truly understand. Dogs don't need us to be perfect. They just need us to show up gently and genuinely. So tonight, try saying one of these 6 words with a slow, low, loving tone. Watch how your dog responds: softer, calmer, closer. Which word does your dog respond to the most? Share in the comments. Your story might help someone connect with their dog on a deeper level. Thanks for spending time with PawTalk Central. If this video helped you understand your dog's love language a little more, leave a like so more families can connect with their companions. And if you want to go further, not just knowing how to speak love but understanding how dogs feel, your emotions, watch the next video I've recommended. If this video showed you how to speak love, the next will show you how their heart syncs with yours. See you there.